Hi, my name is Mandy Frost, and I'm an academic life coach to students and a coach to parents. And today I'd like to tell you a little bit more about my two group coaching classes that I have in the fall and the spring semesters. I also do individual coaching, but I have specific coaching classes where it allows families the opportunities to come together in groups for their students to learn from each other. So what I want to do is tell you a little bit more about the similarities. First of all, they cover pretty much the same topics, topics with executive function skills, which includes time management, procrastination, motivation, organization, and also, looking at their strengths, their personality, emotional regulation, how to deal with stress and anxiety, reframing, having a growth mindset. So all of those topics are discussed in both of the programs. The difference is there's a greater emphasis on executive function skills in the GO program. And in the Teen Mentorship program, there's a greater emphasis on how they see themselves, like who am I, seeing themselves in a more positive light, and seeing themselves as capable, confident, and creative. And so that is kind of, in a nutshell, what they are. The other differences is the GO program is for 15 weeks. And it's 90 minutes weekly, 90-minute sessions. The Teen Mentorship 101 is for 10 weeks, and that is an hour weekly sessions. And also the other difference is the GO program has a workbook, a hard copy workbook that I send via the mail. You receive it in the mail, that the students follow along. They write notes in their workbook. It's their journal that they can use, in the months ahead, however they want to use it, with all the tools and all the coaching strategies that they can use into the future. The Teen Mentorship 101 does come with little notes. I send via PDF little notes that they can follow along. There might be a coaching tool that I send them. There might be a little bit of preparation, but not as much. The GO program, there will be life application exercises every week, because this is worth 70 hours for a high school class. And so you can write this down on their transcript, writing their hours down, because it is a longer program and it's definitely worth 70 hours. You can also write down the Teen Mentorship 101, if you're a homeschooler, in their transcripts, but it won't be as much as 70 hours. We can talk about what that looks like as well. I use multisensory methods on the Zoom. Obviously, this is done online on Zoom. If you live close by, we can do an in-person class, but mostly this is on Zoom. And it's very interactive. I use multisensory ways and multisensory methods. The whiteboard, I use pictures. I do Zoom breakout rooms. I use the whiteboard. And so I try and get, as much engagement as I can from the students. And the other big difference with the Teen Mentorship is that with the Teen Mentorship, we design the program together. So the first class is really talking about how do you want to create this positive environment? So what are your expectations from your fellow students? How are you wanting to work together? You obviously want confidentiality. You want to be able to speak without judgment. You want to give each other a turn to speak. Actually, that's what I also do in the GO program. We design what are the expectations of the class. How can we make this a positive environment? And then what I do that's different in the Teen Mentorship is we design the content together. The GO program, it's already designed for them with the workbook. The Teen Mentorship, we design it together, and I say, okay, so what do you want to achieve at the end of these 10 weeks? And so they will set that academic goal as well as a personal development goal. And what is going to get in your way? What are those things that are going to hold you back? What are those distractions? And so what are those challenges that you want to discuss in this class to help you get what your goal is? And so we design that, and a lot of the time I'll get the biggest topics are procrastination, time management, organization, as well as personality. Sometimes that comes into as well. Perfectionism. Some of the students struggle with that. How can that sometimes hold them back, and how they can use those strengths to actually move them forward. And so that is the difference. Is although I already have the topics prepared, I have the content prepared, I want to give the students an opportunity in the Teen Mentorship program to tell me what is important to them, what is meaningful to you in this class. And so it's like they are designing the class, but it's really affirming and confirming those important topics that they want to do. And there might be a topic that comes up that I haven't already considered, and that's when I will consider it. And then, it gives them more buy-in, it gives them more motivation, it gives them a feeling of ownership, that they are really wanting to do this class and interact. And so that is pretty much the differences. If you do want more details of those topics, go to the website, take a look at the potential topics that I've written down there for the Teen Mentorship program. I also have a sample of the workbook for the Go program. If you want to have a look at those modules and take a look at those modules, I can send a sample to you, and so you can have a good idea of what that class looks like as well. And so you can sign up for a sample class teaser. Let your students come and see what this is all about before they buy into it. Then they also feel like they have more choice. How about trying this class? Just try a teaser, see if you like it, and then make a decision, instead of maybe parents always saying, well, I want you to do this class, this is why it's important. For them to have a little bit of a taste of what it looks like will kind of get them more motivated and excited to join this class. And they can join a class, they can invite a friend. Their ticket gets them 2 seats. So if they wanted to try one of each of the classes to see what that was like, or they want to bring a friend, use their ticket to bring a friend, because that gives you 2 seats, they can do that as well. And let me know if you need to know anything more about the differences, anything more about how these classes work. Send me an email. I would love to answer your questions. Thank you very much.